This program has been brought to you by Durango Party Rental. We put it all together perfectly.
Thanks for watching Durango TV News. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. Today I'm joined in the studio by special guest Michelle Coy from Tafoya Barrett and Associates. Great to have you in the studio. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Michelle is here to help us count down the 2018 Dirty Dozen tax scams that was released by the IRS this week. We're going to count down the 12, and then we're going to go into some detail on some of the big ones that came up on the report this year to make sure you all can stay safe during tax season. So, with a drum roll, let's count down, and we're going to start with number 12. What was number 12 on this list?
Offshore tax cheating.
Okay, and number 11?
Frivolous tax arguments.
Number 10?
Abusive tax shelters.
Number 9?
Falsified income.
And number 8?
Phishing schemes with a PH.
Number 7?
Falsely inflating deductions.
Number 6?
Phone scams.
Number 5?
Identity theft.
Number 4?
Tax preparer fraud.
Number 3?
Improperly claiming business credits.
Number 2?
Fake charities.
And number 1?
Falsely padding deductions.
Okay, great. Well, let's start with phone scams. That was number 6.
A phone scam is really when someone is impersonating an IRS agent. So they would call you and pretend to be an IRS agent and potentially use scare tactics, threats, even threaten to have you arrested. They may use fake ID numbers saying, you know, their IRS agent number such and such to try to make themselves sound legitimate. But really what they're trying to do is gain personal information from you. And the IRS will never call you.
Okay, so that's the key, right? Is that you don't even have to decide if the phone call is a scam or not. If it's from the IRS, it is not legitimate.
Right. Unless they're returning a phone call that you have made and requested, then it is not legitimate.
So phone scams, that's a great way to stay safe on those. Let's talk next about number 8, phishing schemes.
Okay, so phishing schemes is a fake email or fake website that can mimic a legitimate one. Again, trying to steal information from you. You might go to, you know, they'll send you an email, maybe even someone that looks like someone you're familiar with, and you would click on it and would ask for personal information. And it can mimic, it can look like it's coming from the real entity when it's not.
They might use a logo, they might use a link or something that makes it seem legitimate.
They'll use the phone scams and the phishing scams in conjunction, and they'll call you related to an email they sent you to make it seem more legitimate.
Interesting. So, of course, if people still have questions or want to learn more, what would be a good next step for them?
Really just contact your financial advisor, your CPA, or you can contact us at Tafoya Barrett and Associates.
Well, so great to have you in the studio today, learn a little bit more about what's going on out there in terms of tax scams and things to avoid and things to do to stay safe.
Great.
Thanks for joining us, Michelle.
Thank you for having me.